artificial love got something to say about everything that you do. When you do something that's real to you that they don't align with, artificial love finna call you out, act funny, say you acting funny, say you switching up. They're finna do everything that they can to get you to go back.
Yep, they're gonna try to just.
You know what I'm saying? Artificial love doesn't come with elevation. It's a place of where you think you're building patience, but you only procrastinate.
Spray my house with frankincense to start my day again. Yeah. Today I had to disconnect from my low vibrating friends. Yeah. Hey. Spray my house with frankincense to start my day again. Hey, hey, hey. Tell me what part of receiving love make you hate a man. Let's talk about it. Digging deep, I'm releasing. I was broken in pieces. I had to pick up the pieces. Life had a new meaning. People fake for no reason. You need to tame that demon. I fall back cause I seen it. I ain't about to be the focus on me. I love you, my G, but how you moving just ain't for me. I don't think I'm better, I just know peace. You say I ain't low cause I'm lower than me. You see, to love you, I gotta love me. I don't fake my reality. You hate my vibe, apparently. I be vibing high, what you waiting for? I'm sorry, I cannot be your scapegoat. All I give is love, what you waiting for? I just gave you the game, what you waiting for? Spray my house with frankincense to start my day again. Today I had to disconnect from my low vibrating friend. Spray my house with frankincense to start my day again. Tell me what part of receiving love make you hate a man.
Hey, it's Kai. I told my 3D friends when I woke up that we can't kick it. It's all love, but I got a mission. Gotta cut back on toxic emissions. Feel like a nuclear fission. Access with the flow, how mad I'm spitting. Running 4 corners when I'm in the kitchen. Feeling like I'm Bobby Hemmings. I used to celebrate my madness just like MTV. Ain't have no sense of direction, I had to live. Couldn't play in the flow of life cause I lost my piano keys. Way too disconnected, couldn't tell the wind talk through the breeze. Ain't finna roll up on no Fronto, I'd rather spark up Palo Santo. Cleanse the energy where I go, frankincense and myrrh for my goal. Is it out with the old and in with the new? My lower nature is a part of me too. Gotta watch the vibrations I'm eating, that's food. You recycle the energy they already use.
Spray my house with frankincense to start my day again. Today I had to disconnect from my low vibrating friend. Hey, spray my house with frankincense to start my day again. Hey, yeah. Tell me what part of receiving love make you hate a man.
Peace, family. Shadow Work Sundays, where self-love is therapy. Another powerful episode. I am King Manifest.
This Khalil, man, we here.
I say. You know what I'm saying? So first and foremost, you know what I'm saying, much gratitude to the tribe. Y'all let us know how y'all vibrating. You know what I'm saying? And so this episode is actually going to be about the man in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? So this is going to be a reflective episode, a accountability episode, a self episode. You know what I'm saying? So let's get it. And once again, this is podcast, not podcast. You know what I'm saying? So get out your pencils and paper, you know what I mean, and get ready to take notes. You feel me?
I say.
Y'all said all black everything. You know what's deep about it? We didn't plan it. You know what I'm saying? You know, I guess we planted in the cosmos. You know what's deep? And I wasn't gonna share this, but real quick, I took a nap earlier, and I literally had a dream or astro travel that we was on Brother Rich channel. I don't know. It literally like today. You know what I'm saying? I woke up like I thought I was there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It be like that, right?
We already had the show.
You know like you have to ground yourself after those ones, man.
I said, no, for
That's
real,
deep.
bro. For real. All right, so let's get it. So, actually, first we're gonna start the episode off before we get into aligning chakras and getting us ready for the message. We have a message from Julio Keys. You know what I'm saying? So let's do a tribe update real quick.
Peace to the Shadow Work Sunday family and peace to the tribe. It's your boy Julio Keys tapping in. And I just wanted to give you guys a quick update, as I'm sure you've seen that I haven't been on a few episodes of the podcast, dealing with some things in my personal life that require my full attention. And at Shadow Work Sundays, we truly value the interactions that we have with you guys, and we always want to make sure that we're fully present and whole to assist in the healing that we can. So in lieu of that, taking a small step back for a few more episodes so that I can make sure that I'm at my full capacity to assist you all in your healing. But as usual, you can get the same vibes as always from I'm King Manifest and I Khalil. So make sure you pull up every Sunday at 5:55 p.m. PST with or without me there. And my DMs are always open. You guys can feel free to hit me up and do what you do. So peace to the tribe, much love and much gratitude.
I say,
Man, big energy to the guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Kai can be a witness to this. You know what I'm saying? Shadow Work Sundays is a place where, tapping into this platform, you will do shadow work, and it will hit you. And we behind the scenes, shadow work is real, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful part of the process. But sometimes it don't. What I mean, we got to go through that process, and so I just want to make it clear that Julio and what he's doing is what we all should be doing constantly. You know what I'm saying? What he's doing is the man in the mirror, which is beautiful because it's an upgrade. You know what I'm saying? You come out of that as with an upgrade. My fault, Kyle. I know you got something to say. You know what I'm saying? I was like, Kyle, ready?
Yeah. No, I was definitely going to agree. Like this platform, it just embodies a frequency of shadow work, and I kind of feel like you knew what you was doing, but you didn't know what you was doing when you set this up. You dig what I'm saying? Because like it just mollywop you. You know what I'm saying? Like one day you be good, and then all of a sudden it's just all of this energy. And amongst other reasons, Shadow Work Sundays is a very, very potent reason why you may find this channel and just go through a lot of shadow work, because all of us are embodying that frequency and we're projecting that onto others, because this is what you need to reach that next level. You dig what I'm saying? So yeah, man, definitely.
Oh yeah, peace to the guy, man. You know what I'm saying? So at this time we will, that's how you know it's written. I say. All right, so speaking of grounding, let's start off with the root chakra bell. So I'm gonna play it a few times, and this is gonna get us grounded, you know what I'm saying, and hopefully balance out, you know what I'm saying, our root chakras, you know what I mean? I say. All right, so at this moment, we will actually move on to the Rainbow Collective exercise. And then after that, Kyle take us into some other exercises.
I say. I say. I love that video, man. It hit. All right, tribe. So next we finna head into some brain gems. You dig what I'm saying? We finna align this brain. We finna align your frequency, and most importantly for this episode, because we really finna dive into the reflections itself. So 2 hands, together, fingertips together, and just go in a circular motion for about 33 times, 33 seconds, with that, whichever is comfortable for you. Begin to feel all the energies inside your body begin to merge, become into a state of equilibrium, homeostasis. Every time your hand moves in this circular motion, it's sending energy throughout all of your meridian pathways, aligning you, helping you tap deeper into the subatomic quantumness of yourself. Now you can relax. And the next thing that you're going to do is take your hands, your 2 fingers, and you're going to place them on your temple, and you're going to do the same thing. Massage some alignment into your avatar. Massage some reflection into your avatar. Massage some wholeness into your avatar. And then now, to get everybody attuned, aligned, and ready to go, just tap on the heart space. Tap on the heart space. Everything is waking up. Everything is present. Everything is here. Everything is ready to reflect and receive. Ashe.
I say. So at this moment, we can get into a meditative state. If you want to close your eyes, if you want to do some breath work, I'm actually going to play the heart chakra singing bowl to lead us into the actual dialogue and the message. And so, like I said, at this time, just get into a place of oneness and wholeness. You know what I'm saying? Separate from this reality, you know what I'm saying, and go into the Shadow Work Sundays realm, you know what I'm saying, go into the realm of healing, you know, going to a place where you're open to heal, you're open to examine, you're open to reflect, and that's what's going to open your heart space, you know what I'm saying, and to be more balanced. I say. I say. Once again, much gratitude to the tribe. You know what I'm saying? And so, as y'all know, we love to use our passions for shadow work. And so we're going to start this episode off in the sense of when we're going to get into the dialogue and the lesson with the record. And obviously, we all know about Michael Jackson, Man in the Mirror, you know, that record. And truthfully, that record is a very powerful record if you actually listen to the words. And so we actually have our own version of that for you guys today, you know what I'm saying, for the tribe. And so we're going to tap into Ka Khalil King Manifest, Man in the Mirror, vibrating at 528 hertz per usual.
I say.
Get on the floor, change. Just a mirror message for reflections that can see the same. See, lately I've been telling me I need to up my game. The windows of my soul, I look when I wanna see elevation. Hey, looking forward to the future. Humbly telling you that I need you to be my tutor. Let's match it out, our shadow work and get it straight like a ruler. The world becomes what you reflect, and then in time it might ruin. The voice of our inner child, what you do trickles back down. Watch what you be taking in, it can make your innocence drown. When I reciprocate the same energy you project, and balance frequencies the only thing we manifest. I manifest that you can keep your heart up in your chest. The rose course and green and serene around your neck. When you bring people around, why do you feel the need to clean a mess? When the wild lens is dirty, you let people overstep. If you would just talk to me, we can stop it, just reconnect. Catching when you fall down, we the victim in the net. Say straight, rigging out your shell is here so you can get some rest. But just know to fly, eagle chick get put out they nest. Can you see me? I never knew how much I wanna be me. See the doorway to my life, come and free me. It's okay when you don't feel okay, it's a real thing. It's okay when we don't get our way, this ain't BK. Hey, through the fractals of our perspective, I see your reflection. But do you see me back? I'm always here to get the message. Always here when you mess up and then you see the lesson. Second guessing if you've been peak gaming or if it's mental pressure. Don't overlook me like the key you thought you lost on your dresser. Push some positivity so we can balance my eye feather. Mirror gaze, sometimes I like to see both our progression. Mirror man, please understand that what you do, it makes me better. A mirror message for reflections that can see the same. See, lately I've been telling me I need to up my game. The windows on my soul, I look when I wanna see elevation. Get on the floor, change. Just a mirror message for reflections that can see the same. See, lately I've been telling me I need to up my game. The windows on my soul, I look when I wanna see elevation.
Elevate. I got tired of playing it safe. I got tired of asking, will it ever change? Life came with scars, but I will not complain. I shine, even when they be throwing shade in the town. I feel your energy, I am not afraid. Stop talking and stay in curve what you had to say. Can't stay where you ain't welcome, so you run away. On the streets at 13, living day to day. Still can't talk about it with my father today. See the strength in the situation, I will not break. I show compassion while dealing with all my mistakes. Miss my mama if I ain't miss you. To take care of her is part of my life vision. I survived in the streets through my intuition, and I spent a lot of years in the youth prisons. I am made different, I was raised different. Imagine being raised by a hurt Christian. Wanna show me love, but I keep on sinning. Getting physically abused behind rap lyrics. This was my life. Imagine that I put that on my wife. Just to feel right. Just to feel alright. Still alright. Yeah. From my soul, like I'm looking in your eyes. This was my truth, come to find out was lies. Truth is, I've been found me and God. I went inside and saw the Ashe alive.
Look at the mirror, you know what I'm talking about?
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Much gratitude to the trap, man, to the tribe. I was not expecting that reaction, for sure.
Nah, me neither.
Yeah,
said,
man.
wait, run it back.
Facts.
Man. Well, y'all know, you know what I'm saying? We probably play it again for the episode over. Y'all know how we do. You know, man, I went inside and saw the
I say it.
I say a lie, but yeah. I say, yeah. You know, what was deep about this record, family, is that, you know, me and Kyle was talking, we having our meeting, we chopping it up, and then he found the beat, he sent the record, and it hit me different, from my emotions. And so I with this Pisces energy, I was able to release. You know what I'm saying? I've been talking to y'all a lot about release, this Pisces energy, release. Well, I had to go, I went into my childhood, and Kyle was representing, the adult version per se of this walk, of this life of pain, of trauma, and reflecting back on the childhood. And I was actually coming from the inner child, speak from the inner child place, projecting back to the grown man. And so I really dug up some stuff. And that's before we even get too deep into the episode, that's what this is. It's going to be revelation and deep digging of some of your most traumatic moments. And truthfully, it does start with the childhood. It does start with those traumatic things that maybe mama don't believe you about, or your father don't believe you, or or you went through this and this and this, and people don't know because you was out here doing this and you was on your own and whatever. They see me, I was out in the streets, what I'm saying, in the sense of like, not because I wanted to be in the streets, but because what I'm saying, my home wasn't fit in a certain way. So like I said, I don't stay where I ain't welcome, so I run away. So I put myself in the streets in certain ways, but I got kicked out too as well. So it was many different aspects of my life that I was able to project on. To reflect on, so I don't project on somebody. You see what I'm saying? So peace to Julio, he in the building. And once again, this is two double examples right now at the beginning of the show of showing y'all like us here at Shadowwork Sundays, the man in the mirror. We going through that right now. You know what I'm saying? In real time. You know what I'm saying?
I say, and definitely, man. And that's the biggest aspect of it, is being able to turn around and face yourself. You know what I'm saying? In one of the previous podcasts, that's what we was breaking down, as far as that's the same thing that Source had to do for itself in order for it to actually permeate all of its manifestations into existence. So that's the same thing with you. The first thing that everyone must do is turn around and look at their own reflection. You dig what I'm saying?
I say.
Smoky mirror. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, we tapped in. Listen, it's
For
funny
sure.
to get deep tonight, man.
So peep this out. So we're gonna start it off with basically understanding this, right? Because we have new tribe members per se, new people that's new to the tribe, and people that been here. So we're gonna also make you be understanding the basics. This is the basics of shadow work. Going and looking at that mirror, going to that mirror verse. That is where you do your shadow work. You know what I'm saying? In the mirror verse. Everybody has their own mirror verse. Like we all have our own Merkaba. You have your own mirror verse. You know what I'm saying? You create your mirror verse every day. You know what I'm saying? It's what you're projecting. Right now, in my mirror verse right now, what I'm doing right now on Shadow Work Sundays, I am projecting and creating a reality for myself right now for how my tomorrow will be, and the next day and the next day. It's all a reflection. So, but when it comes to shadow work, because this is what this is, today we're going to remove the blame, family. You know what I'm saying? We're going to take the obligation of the pain, remove it. I've talked about this a lot, about removing the obligation of the pain. So if somebody hurts you, or if you hurt you, whatever it is, your spouse hurts you, whatever it is, your mother, your father, being able to take the obligation of the pain off the situation, not feel like I gotta feel like this because that person did this to me, or I gotta hit him because he talked to me like this, or I gotta, what I mean? That makes us reactive and not proactive. And then in that aspect, we go back to last episode, we continue to create negative karma. And so the mirror verse is one. That's why this is a perfect continuation, because the mirror verse is it's you going into a place of accountability. It's you going into a place of removing the victimhood. It's you going into a place of, I can't judge nobody because I got my own issues. And that's just real. Not saying that nothing's wrong with us, but we all got our own. Everybody say fight your own demons. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And definitely, and I'm grateful that you brought up that aspect of not wanting to project. You dig what I'm saying? Like, the main thing throughout all of this is and the reason why we're bringing up this in the Mirrorverse and all that is awareness, right? When you're able to look in the mirror and look at yourself, you're able to become aware of yourself. So this is essentially what this is doing. Like the guy said, everything in this reality is conceptualized of a reflection of you. So technically, this third dimensional reality is actually the Mirrorverse or the mirror realm as well. You dig what I'm saying? Mirrors project and mirrors receive. You dig what I'm saying? They're forms of crystals. So that's literally everything that we do and everything that we embody in the entirety of everything. So being able to look at life in that aspect and being able to view life from a grounded aspect and then be able to see the reflections around you that are reflecting back at you, you're able to really sit there and know which route or which maneuver or which road to take in order to start your shadow work by paying attention to what angle of light or what angel of light or what person or what being or what energy is reflecting or reflecting energy towards you and vice versa. You dig what I'm saying? So being able to tap into the Mirrorverse and that aspect externally is very, very powerful and very, very useful as it is internally, because we also have a Mirrorverse internally. We're crystalline beings. You dig what I'm saying? So these crystals also reflect light. So being as though we're crystalline beings, when we taking in information or we're taking in anything from our external environment, it's affecting us internally. So we not only have to shift around the angles of light or the perceptions of other people externally outside of us, but we must do the same thing inside us within the Mirrorverse. You dig what I'm saying? Most people would conceptualize a Mirrorverse as literally a realm full of mirrors. I'm not saying that's not what it is, right? But that's just an aspect of it to be able to perceive what it truly is. So being able
it's a metaphor.
Exactly. Exactly. It's a metaphor for the quantum realm. You dig what I'm saying? This subatomic realm where everything is always existing. And this is the realm which makes mirror work or the Mirrorverse or being able to reflect so powerful, because by moving something around in that realm on a minute scale can shift you drastically. Just imagine if the Empire State Building was just 1 centimeter off and somebody shut their door too hard. That whole building collapsing. So just imagine if you go do a 1% change inside of your body internally with some aspect of shadow work or introspection and reflection. What would that permeate or project or create a holograph for you in your reality to embody, right? So,
which is like he said in the song, I manifest. So that is going to be what you manifest. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Our reality are nothing but projections of manifestations.
Exactly.
Of what, you know what I'm saying, we are projecting and what we are aligning with.
Exactly.
22.
That holographic universe. You dig what I'm saying? Even internally, it's a holograph. So being able to, like I said again, go within and then look at your shadow work in the aspects of them even being holographs, and knowing that you can change a holograph. If you can change a holograph outside of you, that means you could change a holograph inside of you. But all you have to do is shift the mirror or shift the light that is bouncing off of that mirror, creating a holograph. So that's basically just the perceptions that you have over this illusion that we call life.
So I want to
in this 3D. Yeah, tap in.
We already knew this was going to be a hard space episode. Just it's definitely going to be different. And this comment, I got to speak on it.
Look, bro, I was going to say somebody else commented something like that earlier. I was going to say you got P in that.
I think it was the same person. I didn't even see the other one.
Man, that's what we want. We don't want to brag. I just want to grammar you. Nah, I saved my life with shadow work. I saved my marriage with shadow work.
Because I did, you know. And so that's deep. And I felt that in my soul when I saw this comment, family. Truth is, family, you know what I'm saying? Like me personally, I lost my marriage. You know what I'm saying? Even when I had it, it was gone. We was together in one place and it was gone. We didn't have each other, you know, until shadow work. Shadow work actually brought us to the place of oneness where I could look at myself, you could look at her, because all we was doing was looking at each other, pointing the finger like, I need this, and you ain't doing this, and you ain't doing that. But shadow work created the man in the mirror, created the reflection, created the compassion, created the
accountability.
You know, man, bro, you know, and it also, shadow work, see, we didn't know what love was. So we didn't know how to love each other. So shadow work taught us how to love each other. You see what I'm saying? Shadow work taught us how to love ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Shadow work taught us that our mothers and fathers didn't love us right. So how we gonna project the love that they showed us to someone else that we love from the purest place from this toxic love? So it was so many lessons, family, and I send peace and healing and abundance and prosperity to you, and you know what I'm saying, to your family, the situation. And what I will tell you is that me and my wife were young. We were dating all this ninth, you know, young. I would say really young, 16, then 19, 18, 20, whatever. I came back at like 21, at 21, but we was in two different states for like 3 or 4 years before we even got married. And but the point is, I knew she was my wife. So my point is that time is an illusion, family. Manifest it. You
I
manifest.
say,
If that's
I
your wife,
say,
that's your wife. That's your husband, that's your husband.
hold
I
us to
say,
the goddess I manifest in the chat, man. How you vibrating?
I say peace, 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 family.
But
No,
no, like
we had to take a, you know what I mean?
that's very powerful, man. Because like I said, like on this journey, the more and more you're seeing, the more you're able to look at things from a different perspective. And the state that I'm in now, I really like to look at things from a perspective of technology, and a perspective of instruments and being able to tune things and things like that. So, um, if your instrument or your avatar or your body was created on brittle, unfaulty foundations full of light that wasn't even really shining for real, it was just stealing somebody else's light. Um, it's very intrinsic to first and foremost have that awareness of that, and then secondly, be able to go back and pinpoint. You dig what I'm saying? In this third dimensional reality, everything that we are perceiving is pinpoint and precise based off of a higher energy that is actually permeating this hologram into existence, and this higher energy is being processed via you, which is why you're seeing everything that you're experiencing. So being able to stay aware of not only the good things but the bad things in your life, and understanding that these bad things also have a source, and this source could be stem from your childhood, it could be stem from a multitude of different things. But being able to go back and shift the way that you want your hologram to look for you, you dig what I'm saying, and want your hologram to look for other people, is very, very intrinsically minute in a sense, because what you're doing is, now when you shift a frequency of a perspective of one person or even yourself, now the whole planet has to. It's kind of like seeing those old billboards. They ain't got the lights no more, but the ones that they had to turn to make the whole
Yeah.
picture come, it's kind of like that. So understanding that when you are shifting your mirror, you're shifting the mirror around you. I mean, you're shifting the mirrors of others as well, to collectively shift this mirror into one reflection of everything.
Because guess what? Hold on, let's make this clear, because we have to understand the butterfly effect. We about to come. What did we talk about, family? It's in my notes, family. We finna go there. Come on now, family. We lit.
Man,
So
we here.
so look, dang, what was I finna say? Oh yeah, so the duality. What's the last thing you said, bro? My fault. That
I don't know,
comment.
butterfly flake got me lit. It got me lit. I was talking about the billboards and how they got a shift to flip the reflection so you can see the full picture.
I don't remember. Let's just talk about the butterfly effect, bro, because bro got me. So basically, yeah, we finna skip some notes real quick. So you have to be your own upgrade, family. You know what I'm saying? What do I mean by that? Because shadow work is an upgrade as much as it don't feel like it. When you go and fight your shadow and become one with your, after going through that fight, become a dance, and you merge with your shadow and become one, you upgrade. You just embodied a part of you, that untapped energy of fearlessness, your inner child, your this potent part of you. Now you're stronger, you're more fearless, you're more sharp, you're more confident. You can actually speak and not be reacting to people. Now your anger, you got control of your anger, you're more grounded. So shadow work, it is a upgrade in us process. So like a caterpillar who went into the cocoon and came out as a butterfly, we must go through the grounding process. then the nesting process, so we can spread our wings and fly. You know what I'm saying? And so I want to highlight the nesting process really quick because um when a woman is pregnant, she has strong desires to nest, which is to clean and organize and to prepare for her child. So if we look at this from a quantum and a metaphysical level, when you think about manifestation, you are bringing life forth, right? So a mother, whenever she's in the nesting period, she's preparing for what? For life. So we must go through this nesting, this cleansing period. You see what I'm saying? Before we get to the spreading our wings. And some of us, we don't want to be cleaned off. You see what I'm saying? We like our mess. You feel me? So we get attached and we hold on and we get frustrated with the manifestations not happening in our life. But it's like, yo, I'm trying to clean this off for you so you're ready, so you can make room for the abundance. But instead, we never become the butterfly because we never get through the nesting stage. We never see the birth of our life because we never get through the nesting stage. And if we do see the birth of it, then it's born into a toxic home. So we never get to see it at its full potential. You see what I'm saying? And so this is about us once again, family. Us, person. This is about you. How much do you love yourself? You know, I skipped over this part. Now let's do a heart check. You know what I'm saying? How does your heart? How do you feel in your heart? Do you feel whole? Do you feel angry? Do you feel sad? Do you feel resentment? Do you feel joyful? Because awareness is the key to the cleanse, family.
So just to add on, because I just love how you just set that up. You dig what I'm saying? As far as becoming your own upgrade, right? A way to be able to tap into that energy and that frequency is, how many of y'all every day or any day just can go into a mirror, look at yourself and see the real you? Not see the you that's looking back at you, but see the real you. See all the different multiversal versions of you. You dig what I'm saying? Mirrors are a way to be able to intuitively and imaginatively view how you want yourself to look as your most infinite state without actually having to physically see it, because mirrors are crystals, right? And crystals have their own form of consciousness that you exist in yourself, which is why when we go to crystal shops, you're not supposed to just go and pick a crystal. These crystals call out to you because it's not technically the crystal. It's that version of you that is existing inside of the omniverse of that crystal. So by going into a mirror and be able to look at yourself, all the flaws, all the virtues, all the vices, and then be able to begin to energetically fashion certain traits, characteristics, poises, you know what I'm saying? How you carry yourself, how you talk to others, how you love. When you begin to project that thing that you see for yourself into a mirror while you're standing in front of it, it's a whole different ball game now. It's just like saying affirmations. Instead of saying affirmations out into the ethers and allowing those affirmations to just vibrate in your energy, go into a mirror and say those affirmations. They're going to shoot right back towards you. So by stepping in front of a mirror, it's able to actually shift you quantumly like this. But the main thing is transforming your belief of what you're saying to yourself while you're in this mirror into a knowing, into a it's already done, I'm already this way, and then actually see yourself as that. Really use your mind's eye, really use your imagination. I'm sure all of us can envision a color right in front of our face with our eyes open without having to close our eyes, like it's right there. It's the same thing you do within a mirror. You dig what I'm saying? So being able to be your own upgrade.
And understanding that when you look in that mirror, everything that he's saying, you know, from the positive light aspect or from the reflection aspect, understand, just like taking psychedelics, the shadow is always right there on the other side.
And that's how I was just going to get into the next part. Yeah, it definitely is. I got a story about that. This was before I was tapped into anything. You dig what I'm saying? I was just
from what you knew.
Yeah, I was just bot. I was a bot, right? So, this one day I just felt the urge to go into the mirror and just stare at myself, but not like me, just my eyes. For specific, I don't know why. I just wanted to stare at my eyes. Never looked at my eyes before in the mirror, like real deep. And I went to the mirror and I started to stare deeply into the windows of my soul, and it kind of shocked me because um what I felt looking back at me, it looked just like me, but it was not me, but it was me, right? It was a me that was out of tune and out of harmony and out of in a disalignment and being separate from me, right? It's the same as if you do psilocybin or you take shrooms, you go on a shroom trip. If you're not doing the shadow work and things like that, the first thing you're gonna see when you go on the shroom trip is all the negative, lower shadow realm like versions of yourself. And then once if you're able to make it past that within your shroom trip, that's when you start seeing all the cosmic and all that type of stuff. But it's the same thing when looking inside of a mirror. If you're not doing the shadow work, at that time I was doing no, I didn't even know what none of this was. I didn't know about a chakra, spirituality, nothing. I wasn't doing shadow work at that time. But as this planetary frequency was rising, it was automatically turning me on to be more attuned to things. So as I'm staring back at myself, the first thing that I seen was the version of me that was in fear of myself.
There we go.
And then as I started to tap in more, and do the shadow work, it got to a point where I was able to really look at me for who I was, and what I was not, and bring that all into harmony. So that mirror, it definitely will tap you into the shadow aspect first. This is why we talk about the shadow aspect first. This is your foundation.
I like that we got to this aspect of talking about fear.
Yeah.
So family, fear is almost like, I'll tell you what fear is, right? So fear is like that uncle in your family, right?
Real quick, before you explain what fear is, this is a question for me. I never asked. Do you think fear is necessary, not as an entirety, but just as an aspect?
So you asking me this, right?
Mm-hmm.
So all right. So I look at fear like anger, right? Or fear, I look at fear like a gun, right? So all these things I just named could be used for protection or for harm of someone, in a negative manner, So I would say fear is a part of the ego. And fear is actually a humbled part of the ego. But if the ego can actually, understand the power of that place, then the ego actually becomes very powerful. So I would say yes.
I say, because the what I think about, what I always think about when dealing with fear and bringing it back to a harmonized state is superheroes. Most of the time they just have a real good poker face, and you really can't, or even our third dimensional superheroes like firefighters and things like that. They run into a burning building with a poker face. They serious. But I guarantee you, there's all types of cortisol, adrenaline being pumped through their blood because of a certain aspect of an emotional fear that they're embodying to do that thing. So fear allows you to put pressure on yourself to actually get through the things that you are fearing. You dig what I'm saying?
Here we go, bro. Fear is, and this is facts. This is, yeah. Fear has power when it's aligned. When fear has power, when in that feeling of fear, it aligns back with love because they're on one frequency. So if you feel fear and then it comes back to us. So say I feel fear about something, and then I align with a place of saving my wife. Then now I just turn up that fear, and now fear has actually just this alchemized fear into love, and that's where it becomes, like the Bible would say about anger, a righteous fear or a righteous anger. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Real quick, just to touch on a comment, the Goddess Never Soul said, make sure you're locking and cleansing your mirrors. And definitely, I forgot to state that when you are utilizing a mirror, especially for mirror gazing like purposes or soul gazing like purposes, you must lock must lock your mirror, right? So the way that you lock your mirror, they show you this in Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange, when they open the portal, because what you're doing when you're locking your mirror and things like that is you're locking the portal. You know what I'm saying? You go in the other opposite motion, you're opening the portal. They show you in Doctor Strange. When Doctor Strange opens a portal, he take his hands and he go in a clockwise motion. So when you lock your mirror or you want to open your mirror, open a portal to anything, you take your Sage, your Palo Santo, go in a clockwise motion. To lock it in Doctor Strange, to close the portal, he did the opposite, counterclockwise, which is facts. Take your Sage or Palo Santo incense, go counterclockwise to lock your mirror. You do this in the corners of your house to lock those portals as well and things like that. But in trends, thank you for bringing that up. Lock your mirrors when you're doing this mirror gazing, because it just builds another layer of protection so that you can actually tap into those aspects of yourself that are in that fear state.
And I want to say this real quick too. Family say, some say that fear and love can't coexist, and so I would say it's like up and down. So obviously you can see how they coexist, but at the end of the day, you can't go left and right at the same time. So that's fear and love.
You know what's deep about that? Kinetic energy, right? So if you take a hammer and you bang a hammer against another sheet of metal and you get it on like the slowest speed possible, the hammer and the piece of metal never touch, but it makes this big noise. Sometimes it makes it, but they never touch. It's the craziest thing ever. It's like the polar opposites that are building up the energy to meet. Because there are two different energies, they will never meet, but they always meet because they have to stay in synergy with each other to be what they are in the energies that they are in. So that's and definitely
as above, so below. You know what I'm saying? Duality.
I say.
Yeah, this is lit, family. I'm really loving this. You know what I'm saying? So let's go more into this mirror in the sense of when we're talking about the shadow work, right? So part of my notes, we must understand the purpose of the mirror. You know, I feel like Kai really just covered that, you know, in a very amazing way. So analyze every aspect of your life. You know, analyze your friends, your relationships, where you spend most of your time. What type of thoughts do you think about on a daily? I want to go back real quick to the relationships. So we've had different episodes, like 2 or 3 episodes on relationships, and one of those relationships were about the things that's like your car. Is your car dirty? You know what I'm saying? How you take care of your car. What is your relationship with your car? What is your relationship with your home? Which, you know, the things that you actually. What is your relationship with your phone? You know, these are all relationships. These are attachments, and they are a part of. We give energy to everything is vibrating, so we're giving energy to all these different things that we have relationships to, and the energy that we're giving is actually projecting back upon us. You know what I'm saying? Because we're, like I said, through our heart space, we're pulling that energy back, and then we're projecting that back right back out. You know, so that's what we're manifesting, because that's what we're aligning with. And so I would say analyze every aspect of your life, family. That's part of going into the mirrorverse. You know what I'm saying? And we talk about self-reflection. So I want to go into a place now where we kind of go into, because we kind of laid the foundation. I want to go into a conversational, a more interactive aspect of the episode. You know, I would say, when was it? I'm going to ask you this question, Kai, then I'll answer the question and for the tribe in the chat. When was the time in your life where you felt like you were forced to look in the mirror?
That time I just explained. That time right there, because that was like, out of everything, that was like really the most pivotal point for me to actually start doing my shadow work. You know what I'm saying? Once I did that, I could say everything started going downhill, but in a sense of me having that awareness, I understand that it wasn't going downhill. It was actually the end of a beginning that was just starting. You dig what I'm saying? Which is refashioning a whole entire new beginning for myself. So that's probably like the main, like where I was forced to look in the mirror. That right there. You dig what I'm saying? Because like I said, I was in a time of not feeling like myself at all. I felt like I was actually putting on a facade of a hologram of a facade of a hologram of myself. So I was being me that wasn't me, that was being somebody else, that was being somebody else, that who wasn't even being somebody who they was originally. So that just like shut me down, because I'm like, nah, I feel this. Like, I don't feel like me at all. Because when I first started to create videos and things like that, it was to help bring joy to people's life. But then it started being more about the materialistic gains and things like that. So I shut all that shit down, and then I went to a place of deep shadow work. And what I did, the guide that I did use was the Bible. It wasn't Christianity, it was just the Bible. You dig what I'm saying? And how Jesus just prayed, fasted, and meditated. And what that allowed me to do was actually start looking in a mirror, literally, figuratively, spiritually, emotionally, energetically, in all ways, shapes, and forms. And then that allowed me to actually do shadow work for all different types of things. You know what I'm saying? Shadow work for the elements of my body. Because sometimes my heat was cold and sometimes my earth was in the air. You dig what I'm saying? So allowing me to do shadow work for all different types of things, doing that introspection, doing that reflection to actually come out and then permeate a whole new different spectrum of energy. So yeah, that was probably the main right there for sure. That started everything for real.
So it's deep that you said being something that I'm not, right? Type of energy, right? And it took me a long time to really get out of that. Now I ain't gonna say something I'm not, but technically something I'm not. You know what I'm saying? So because obviously we invited that, so it becomes a part of us at some point. But I think for me, when I was forced to look in the mirror, like when I say like, I feel like one of the first times in my life where I got this reality check on a whole nother level that's just was different and groundbreaking. Was when Lockie got killed. You know what I'm saying? My brother got killed very close. You know what I'm saying? Got shot 15 times, you know, and I could have easily been there. And thankfully for my wife at 18, she, you know, not living from the world that I'm from, she got me working at Walmart. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm hating this job, but you know, in hindsight, it was saving my life. You know, and I had got out of TYC, which is youth prison, and I had paroled to my auntie house, you know, which it was a lot of different type of activity there on a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't necessarily. It was a setup, not for her. She was looking out for me, but far as in my life, it could have. I easily would have been in the pen. Easily something happened. So her mother took me in. So around all this stuff happened all around the same time. And so I was able to reflect. Now that I had a home of peace, I was in. We out ducked off in a community that's not like, you know, my community where I come from is nice, it's cool. You know, life is different. We going out getting something to eat, watching movies at home, and they got a regular normal life. I'm not used to this, so I was able to sit and say, well, dang, over there in my world, I'm losing people. My brother getting killed. The whole city was going crazy. You know how it go, retaliation, all this stuff is crazy. So it's killing after killing. You know, and I'm over here. I'm able to snap into this other reality. I'm not now. My wife is projecting her reality on me. I'm in her mirrorverse. You know, I'm in her world, and I'm able to embody the wholeness of her life. But I was able to weigh the reality and say, damn, that wasn't me. That ain't me. That ain't the life I want. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got people I love. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got, you know, and then another time when my grandma went to prison, you know, and she got sentenced to prison for 55, you know, some crazy years. That was another reality check. So those were 2 times for the streets showed me, my nigga, you ain't doing nothing for me, but I'm representing the streets. You see what I'm saying? Everywhere I go, and where my family, my wife, the people I love, I'm representing this type of, you know, this type of hard, you know, tough guy, this type of hard energy. When that reality check, that mirror that was projecting back on me was nothing but pain and hurt and suffering. You know what I mean? So that was 2 times I was forced to look in the mirror when it comes to detaching from a nigga street mentality. You know what I'm saying?
I say what's beautiful, because it's this duality within both of our stories. What's beautiful, the connection is the divine intervention. It was in both of our instances. It was we didn't physically move, but the energy moved us or kept us from a place that we wasn't supposed to be in. You dig what I'm saying? So I just love that. Like, it just goes and show and prove that when you are vibrating on a higher frequency and you're trying to reflect or project that onto somebody else, it's not forced. You dig what I'm saying? It's truly divine. You know what I'm saying? A reflection, when you're creating a hologram or shine a laser pointer off a mirror, ain't gonna be no friction. It ain't gonna be nothing like that. It's gonna to another, you know what I'm saying, to the wall or something like that. So I just love that, man. Like, being able to move in a state of such a reflective introspection, like, it truly shows the divinity in how you really have no control over the entirety of everything. You know what I'm saying? But you have control over your own spectrum of this reflection that you have.
Yeah, facts.
Exactly. And I was going to touch on that as well. You know what I'm saying? The environment, the epigenetics. You know what I'm saying? What reflections are being placed around you so that you can reflect them? You dig what I'm saying? What reflections are you feeding unto yourself that you can reflect? You know what I'm saying? I always say I take heed to these old sayings because back then they didn't write things down. They wasn't able to store it on a freaking hard drive like us. They did it by word of mouth. You dig what I'm saying? So you are what you eat. You know what I'm saying? Right. And you project what you reflect. You reflect what you project. So yeah, just being aware of what's in your environment, also at the same time with understanding that you are a reflection, is also intrinsic as well. Like, we keep coming right back around to this awareness, because that's literally the energy of a mirror, is awareness. It's this pure intuition, being able to tap into seeing things from a different eye.
Like, when you wake up, right, you don't know your eyes swollen or you got boogers in your eyes until what? Until you look in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's making you aware. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, you know, when you look good and you feeling fresh and you like, man, hold on, wait. Before we leave the house, I need to go what? I need to go look in the mirror real quick. You feel me? Because y'all say I'm fresh, but nigga, I need to see for me. You know what I mean? Like,
that's deep. Even because, like, for me, right? Because you said when you wake up in the rising, you go see. You know what I'm saying? Like, I be looking at, you know, certain people funny when, like, let's just say I got like a booger in my nose or some shit, and I've been walking around with it all day, and they ain't tell me. And we supposed to be reflections. A mirror will fucking tell me like that. So why can't you embody that reflection? I'm having deja vu. Why can't you have that embody that reflection energy as well, and be able to reflect, but not judge, but reflect a direction of alignment to somebody in the same sense? You dig what I'm saying? If you're able to do that unto yourself, make that same connection with able to being aware of what you're perceiving in the mirror, you're supposed to be able to reflect that to somebody else. You dig what I'm saying? In a harmonized, non-judgmental fashion. Not on a minute scale, you know what I'm saying, about the booger and all this shit, but literally allowing people to know that, hey, you projecting, bro. Like, you chill. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you grew up with this person and you know their life story as well and things like that. We're supposed to be able to non-judgmentally reflect to others what they don't see for themselves, or what they're not staying aware of for themselves.
I say, you know, and truthfully, it's all a projection of us. You know what I'm saying? Whoever's around us and whoever's in our reality, they are projections of a projection of us. You know what I'm saying?
I say everything is, man. That's why everything you relate to, you can connect the dots to, because it's just an aspect of your quantum field, your this quantum realm. You did.
And so we have to, like, when it comes to aligning with certain things, because obviously our reality, we wake up every day, we living in this world. Things are happening in family constantly and things of that sort. You know what I'm saying? Because of, so somebody said something about the eye sees, but it can't see itself. So, you know, I look at that as a metaphoric comment. You know what I'm saying? And so we have to understand that, you know, the only way that we can understand what's being projected, like why Joe and Keisha and these people is around us, is we got to go within and we have to assess the inner self, the true self, to understand what a part of ourself is aligning with these people to create and manifest these type of relationships, or to create and manifest this type of finances, or to create and manifest this type of pain. You see what I'm saying? Like it's like, you know, we have to understand the duality of both worlds. So your inner self, and so these eyes and your brain and the quantum computer that you have to assess and to analyze and to use your intuition of your heart space, our chakras are here to actually help us to bring awareness to the areas of the mirror being reflected back on us, which is our shadow. Your best friend is a part of your shadow. Facts.
Everything
You know what I'm
starts in
saying?
the shadow. Like, shift y'all perspective of the shadow, man. Like, everything we perceive in this reality outside of ourselves, right? This could be equated to high vibrational or light, right? For the simple fact that we seeing it, right? We seeing these colors, we seeing light, right? But the guy said, the eye sees, but it cannot see itself. Well, I would agree and also disagree, because what is the eye technically seeing? It's not seeing anything, but it's not really seeing anything, right? Your eyes are just literally filtering what your brain is processing from your external
It's
environment based on
projected
the
from the back.
stimuli.
I say
Exactly.
that's,
So,
yeah.
so when your pineal gland is actually picking up off the light that is outside here in your external environment, it's actually chemically decoding it, and then sending it to the back of your brain upside down and turned around, and then your brain actually fixes it right side up and then turns it back to its original state, and then your eyes are actually viewing what's outside of you. So you're technically not seeing anything. What you're seeing is the internal verse. So when you close your eyes, right, a little about the eyes and iridology and things like that. The iris of your eyes, you're able to pinpoint specific ailments inside of your body, right? So some people would equate their eyes to your irises. I wouldn't equate your eyes to your irises. I would equate your eyes to your pupils, because the eyes are the windows to your soul. So your pupil is a black hole. Have you ever looked inside your pupil and try to see like if it's something there? It ain't nothing there. That shit deep. So when you close your eyes, you actually are seeing your eyes, because you're actually sucking yourself back through that portal or that black hole in which your eyes are actually projecting you what you're seeing in your reality. So by you closing your eyes and you shifting yourself back into your own mirror, you're able to go through your own black hole and then actually perceive this shadow realm, this underworld, or this darkness, or what we call the inner verse, the quantum field, on a different frequency of light. So like in the Ant-Man movies or underwater and things like that, where it's very, very dark, what happens, right? A different frequency of light is being projected, and then everything is having a UV spectrum. Everything is having a very neon looking like color. Ain't you, when you having astrals in the dreams, don't the colors look real neon like? It's because it's using a different frequency of light or a different reflection of light so that you can see what it is. So understanding that, and understanding when you go into this shadow realm or this inner verse or this mirror verse, and then you dang, something in my eye. But you go into the shadow realm, this inner world, this mirror verse, with that understanding that this mirror that you're looking at, or this black mirror, this scrying device that you're looking at, is actually a way for you to perceive different versions of you that you can embody. It's a whole different ball game. You dig what I'm saying? Because we have mirrors around us every single day, as far as the televisions, as far as our TVs, as far as our iPhones, our iPads, all that type of stuff. It's a black screen, it's a black mirror, and this black mirror allows you to perceive things that are not reflecting back towards you. So that's another aspect of your of mirror gazing, and in the mirror verse in itself, is when you close your eyes and introspect, you're actually looking at a black mirror or a scrying device that is potentially not projecting back at you, so that you don't perceive what you are embodying, right? So you can actually, by introspecting, you're actually seeing you for what you truly are, instead of outrospecting and seeing you for what you are not.
I'm gonna say this real quick too. To what's the name? My fault. Cosmic Royalty. First and foremost, the Four Agreements family. I can't remember who been talking about the Four Agreements a lot. Definitely an amazing, an amazing book for shadow work, for the basics, for just detaching, you know, and being able to unlearn and relearn. Very powerful book. So thank y'all for that reference. also you're talking about karmic cycles and karmic family, things of that sort. So I'm not going to really go in on too much on it tonight because we actually have a few episodes where we really break it down and really go in on clearing karmic cycles and clearing your karmic wheel and things of that sort. So definitely, family, go tap in. We got a few episodes on that and on the inner child as well. That would definitely help.
I see. I know.
It's definitely a great book.
She sent me a DM. She was like, "You read the 4 Agreements? You need to go tap in with that book."
Have you read it, bro?
Oh
yeah, bro. Yeah, definitely.
I might have. I don't know. I might have. I don't think I have though.
She not lying to you, bro.
Yeah.
I wish I had it right here. It's over there, but yeah. She not.
I think it was.
You,
I think I did
actually
read
hold
it.
on.
It was one of the books that I touched. You know what I'm saying? For some of y'all. So this is kind of like scrying, right? This is kind of like scrying. Scrying, you're able to perceive what is going on without actually looking at your reflection. So when you look at a black mirror, you're actually seeing into a realm or a dimension where it's not reflecting back at you what you are seeing for yourself. So in the same sense, that's kind of what I did with the book, right? Certain books I don't have to necessarily read. I could just scry them. I could just touch them. And then it's like information.
So I don't know if y'all can see that.
Yep.
But this is the 4 Agreements. I'm trying to reflect it a certain way with a light. But yeah, y'all gotta go tap in, man, with the 4 Agreements. For sure, for sure. Ancient Tolic wisdom. You know what I'm saying?
I say.
Yeah, for sure.
I say.
All right, so at this point, actually, we know how we do. We like to take music breaks, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to rock out with another record. So this record is called Mirrors. This is actually at a time when I was doing deep shadow work. This record is probably about a year and a half, a little over a year old. And I was doing deep shadow work. This song wasn't even made for anybody to listen to be honest. So yeah, but this song is called Mirrors. So let's tap in.
Be the best ones, y'all. So tap in.
I see.
Louis.
Mirrors, so many mirrors on the wall. Still I don't notice y'all if it ain't no love involved. Mirrors, so many mirrors on the wall, asking if the walls could talk, just so I could know it all. Mirrors, so many mirrors on the wall, still I don't notice y'all if it ain't no love involved. Mirrors, so many mirrors on the wall, asking if the walls could talk, just so I could know it all. Shadow work pop up again, am I gonna flip it? Depends, now I ain't tripping again. I see it is what it is, heal myself. Since my childhood, it's always been myself, but I couldn't stand myself. No skeletons in the closet, I confess. Living with a lie, have a better fit. Rather meditate, I ain't with the stress. Try to talk to you, I don't do connect. You want me upset, emotionally and dead. That ain't for the best, that was just a test. I ain't about to fail, I ain't gotta flex. I'm living through life, escaping the death. Mirrors, so many mirrors. Can I see it clearer? Yeah, will I ever see it clearer? Will I ever see it clearer? Mirrors, so many mirrors on the wall. Still I don't notice y'all if it ain't no love involved. Mirrors, so many mirrors on the wall, asking if the walls could talk, just so I could know it all. Mirrors, so many mirrors on the wall, still I don't notice y'all if it ain't no love involved. Mirrors, so many mirrors on the wall, asking if the walls could talk, just so I could know it all. Mirrors, reflecting back on me, cause I see everything I need, cause I got everything in me. Oh God, they act like a blessing but really a curse. I learned the difference in church. I guess that's where people rehearse. Oh God, I set my intention on psychedelics and had gratitude for every second. Don't let it stress me, it's just a lesson. Stress will drive you to a guilty pleasure. We ain't gotta chill, I'd rather watch a lecture. I put in work and I'm really ready. I look at myself like peace reflection. Mirrors, mirror, mirror, mirror on the wall, yeah, yeah. Mirror, mirror, mirror on the wall. yeah, yeah. Mirror, mirror, mirror on the wall. Can we talk?
I need you to send that to me ASAP. No Rocky.
Nah, bro, you said ASAP. I got for sure. So we got to cook
Man.
up the remix, G.
Man, listen. Whatever we gotta do, I just want to listen to it. Like on my me time. That song, man. It's a different vibe, man. It's a different vibe.
I say, I was really, you know what I'm saying? I was really broken. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean?
Not shade.
Yeah, real shadow work. You know what I'm saying? And what's deep, say mirrors. So many mirrors on the wall. So many mirrors on the wall. Asking if so many mirrors on the wall. Asking if I know it all. I don't even know the lyrics, but still, damn.
I got a. So I think I
Damn,
got a
okay.
question.
I want to
So
break that mother down.
you said you was broken, right?
Mhm.
My mind, I just be liking to play and stuff. Uh, I literally envisioned a mirror, right? But first it was cracked though. You know what I'm saying? And then it actually broke. And then I walked up to a piece of this mirror and I actually picked it up and seeing that like it wasn't actually broke. Um, it just needed to separate itself in order to understand what it was as a whole. You dig what I'm saying? Kind of like how we're living in this reality right now. Like people think the third dimension is broke or in its dualistic nature, which it is, but in a sense, it's actually all whole, even all it's all piece by piece. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that you wasn't broken, but I'm just like trying to understand a more like broader aspect of like. That's why I said I think I got a question. Do you think now, like looking back on it, like were you really broken or were you really just looking for the understanding of yourself piece by piece to
Yeah,
understand
no,
what
I was broken.
okay.
I was broken.
Okay.
I was destroyed. I was ruined. I was in a place where I felt like, see, it wasn't about hurt I reflected on me. It was about hurt that was reflected onto me. So it
Okay.
wasn't self-inflicted. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I was in a place where I accepted the broken pieces and I felt like this is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
And
great. Yeah,
so, you
I
know,
see.
and I became and I started to project, you know what I'm saying, and create my mirror verse of destruction, of pain, of trauma, of hate, of regret, through that broken mirror. Now the thing about it is that this is the cold part about it. The whole time I was looking for me, but the mirror was broken, and I had accepted that the mirror was broken. So I was almost numb to the reality. So I had blocked me off, but I was still looking for me. But I had blocked me off because I feel like I was too broken to even love me, to even have me. You see what I'm saying? That's why Shadow War Sunday was created, because the hell that I went through, and the process that the Most High and that the Spirit took me through to be here, bro. I lost my mind over and over within 1 year, probably 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. I don't know how many times, and projected out of anger, of fear, of betrayal. You know what I'm saying? Until I actually knew what self-love was. And myself told myself, bro, you got to love yourself enough to not even treat yourself like this. Because I started to self-sabotage my body, not in the sense of like cutting myself and shit like that, but the things I was doing to my body wasn't good for my body. You know what I'm
Let me
saying?
ask you another question now. Now, being as though your whole mirror verse was broken, did you use that same mirror verse that was broken to rebuild and restructure a whole new mirror verse or
Most
reality for
definitely.
yourself?
Most definitely. I tried to create a new one. It didn't work because I knew I was still the residue or the reality of that. It's kind of like having a baby, neglecting a child, and then trying to have a new baby and trying to relive it. You're not going to ever forget about that first baby. So the reality is that my life was my baby. The part of my life that broke and that shattered, that was very valuable to me. So I don't want it unless I can get it back in the almost organic, authentic way. You know what I'm saying? And whoever else got to do this with me. If y'all ain't gonna willing to put these pieces back together with me, I don't want it. You know what I'm saying? And that's the process. We can't trying to keep trying to create new things and new realities, new, you know what I'm saying, new situations. We got to go back and face that all those broken pieces.
I love that. I love that because it just made me think about Loki. And Loki, they was really hating on Kang, but Kang was really doing all he could for real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They was trying to stop him. But the main thing is that he fixed everything to be one timeline again. You dig what I'm saying? Instead of there being multiple timelines, he fixed everything to be one timeline. And that just made me think, when you don't go back and fix that one solid foundation of where you felt was most resonating with you in a certain point in time, you'll begin to then branch off into psychosis like states of different perspectives and realities from other things. And then it will eventually destroy the whole timeline. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm just grateful that you was able to share that and dialogue that, because it brought me back to a state of groundedness within myself, and not to be so out there, you know what I'm saying, and understanding that people actually do go through real deep things. You dig what I'm saying? And the point that they go through it in, it doesn't necessarily have to do with anything that has to do with this spiritual walk that we're on. It's genuinely, like, I just love it because it just brings you back to understanding that, yeah, we these cosmic celestial luminous beings, but nigga, we humans too, man. Like, we humans too. You know what I'm saying? We birth and transcends like everything else around here. So I'm grateful for you sharing that, man.
I like what I manifested earlier, you know, about the death and rebirth. You know, that's what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, your closest friends or the people that are around you, your tribe. I'm telling you right now, if y'all don't go through the death and rebirth process together, they ain't your tribe. They only there for monetary gain. It gets real and it gets ugly in the most beautiful situations to create something beautiful as nature that will never leave, like trees that are like, you know, that tree. I live where I live at, man. That tree outside gonna be there whether I live here or not. 5 years from now, unless somebody go do something unorganic to that tree to take it out, it's gonna be there. And those are the relationships and the foundation that we want, even with ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the reflections that we want. Trees eons and eons ago left their blueprint of reflection of their energetic signature here for millenniums. They was huge, but still was able to leave a piece of themselves so that we were still able to perceive that version of a reflection. So what are you going to reflect onto this reality so that people can perceive the perspectives and perceptives that you had while you was here? You dig what I'm saying? To help them get further in their journey. You dig? Like, we're humans. We only can live for so long, for a specific amount of time, until, you know what I'm saying, we're up to the bam. But what hologram can you leave behind for somebody to step into, embody, and then they create a whole nother one to expand the consciousness of the collective as well? You dig what I'm saying? Don't only think of a reflection in this mirrorverse as just internally you as well, but also think about it as something outside of you as in general. You dig what I'm saying? You just leaving your handprint on a tree can affect somebody 20 years down the line. You dig what I'm saying? So what energy are you leaving here in this environment of these epigenetic like wars that we're going through to help shift, you know what I'm saying, the detriment of our people to a more uplifting, transcendent one?
I want to say this too. I think it's LaKendria. I don't really be saying names, family, because I'm horrible at it. So my apologies if I messed that up. But she said that she's in Memphis, haven't found any tribe yet. So I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, family. The tribe is right here. Shadowwork Sundays. This platform is a soul tribe community platform. So it's about throughout the week. You know what I'm saying? We can inbox, we can talk, we can, you know what I'm saying? Hit me up. I am King Manifest 777 on Instagram. You know, there's a Shadowwork Sundays Telegram, Shadowwork Sundays 555. Put a comment in that
I was just
mug.
about,
Tribe.
I was just about to
You
say
know,
that, LaKendra, you better stop playing yourself, man. Your tribe is right here. You
now
dig
we
what I'm
here. You know what
saying?
I'm saying? Because truthfully, I've never met Kai. I've never met
Mhm.
Julio. I've never met I'm authentic. You know, Michelle. I've never met Rod. I've never. It's so many people in the tribe that these are my family. I don't even talk to my real family, not because it's just some beef. It's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like I talk to y'all, I talk to my tribe. So just know, family, that you do got tribe here. Just connect with us. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's so many stories I can't even explain to you how we connect. You can tap in. I'm authentic, man. We video recordings, whatever it is. We lit. You know what I mean? Like because Shadow Work Sundays is not only on Sundays. I mean, Shadow Work is not only on Sundays. Shadow Work is every day. So yeah, so just tap in with us, family. And like I said,
Exactly.
Telegram, Shadow Work Sundays 555. If you got any questions, whatever, drop it in there, and somebody's gonna say something. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
For sure.
And then just on the simple aspect of the whole reflection and this, you know what I'm saying, this dissertation that we given today, you are your own tribe. So, you know what I'm saying? You by you saying that you um are looking for your tribe, that's what you're reflecting back onto yourself. You'll constantly be looking for your tribe. You dig what I'm saying? It's kind of like taking one mirror, taking another mirror, and putting them all together, and you look inside, and they constantly going back into each other. It's the same thing. So you need to take one mirror away, and then take the other mirror that's still there and reflect it back towards you, and see your tribe around you. No matter if you can visualize faces or not. You dig what I'm saying? Because just like how you found me on Instagram or TikTok or however you found me, it's the same way the tribe is gonna come up. You dig what I'm saying? It's gonna be spontaneous. It's just gonna be a new energy present. You know what I'm saying? As you begin to shift your own reflection of the perspectives that you have about you not having tribe. You've been had tribe. You know what I'm saying? We overly abundant in the spiritual sense.
I ain't gonna lie. Is it really found Satan now when you do fake
Fake.
stuff? And I feel real, you take out the
They got that fake
makeup.
stuff.
Just because you
Yeah.
spiritual don't mean we try, bro. If it's
If it's
divine, the
divine,
universe, the
universe,
alignment,
man,
you hear me? For real.
man, stop playing. Stop playing.
For real, straight like that. I'm putting the Telegram. I'm finna put the Telegram on her right now. I love this, man. I don't even be promoting the Telegram. I don't be promoting the clothes. I don't be promoting nothing but family. You know what I'm saying? Like, we finna get on it. I'm gonna let y'all know we have some Shadow Work Sundays gear that's about to be fire. You know what I'm saying? We just getting some things organized in the holistic aspect of making sure that the quality and everything is at a high vibration. You know what I'm saying? Before we release some stuff, but definitely get ready. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Also, I had this download. I haven't even spoke about this yet to you, who nobody. But forget it. The tribe is active in the chat, and we here. So, want to do another vibe with the tribe. We haven't did a vibe with the tribe in a minute. And we was doing them back to back. It was getting real. And so it's time. We're normally doing once a month, and so this is Women's Month, if I'm not mistaken. What Kanesha was telling me, this is Women's Month. So, what we're gonna do? Let's do another vibe with the tribe with the goddess.
That's deep.
So any goddess that want to come and tap in, vibe with the tribe is basically come on here. We bring about 3 to 5 people. Bring them on the panel. We chop it up. We pick a subject, and we just dialogue and we go in. So if you want to tap in, it will be the last Sunday of this month. So let me look right now. Matter of fact. But actually, just inbox me on Instagram. I am King Manifest 777.
Or Khalil, you dig what I'm saying? They both at the bottom of the screen down there. You dig? So, yeah, man. Them vibe with the tribes, they hit different. So y'all definitely want to come tap in. Reflections, reflections.
Where am I looking?
So So right now, should we start taking questions from the chat about, you know what I'm saying?
Let me see. Hold on.
I
I
felt
ain't
like
done.
you had something. I felt
I ain't
it. That's why I asked. I felt it. That's why I asked. So,
I ain't done yet. G. Nah, for sure. Appreciate it. Let's get back to it. You know, so we,
I
we
say,
had a vibe moment, you know what I'm saying, with the tribe. You feel me?
I say, I say.
So first and foremost, this is great timing to bring this up. So when people go to jail or to certain doctors, they have you mark on the paper like your bruises and your tattoos. You aware of what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Like they have you mark, on a certain spot. You know what I'm saying? Um, this is how detailed we have to be when we're looking at the mirror. Look at your scars and the pain, and be aware of the pain, of the trauma, and also be aware of the things that you look at as permanent in your life. You see what I'm saying? Like I said earlier, we may be looking at things that are permanent that need to go. You know what I'm saying? So, due to us aligning with certain aspects that are not in our best interest, we will be reflecting and projecting something that is changing our whole image. When I say our image, I'm saying literally how you look when you go out. So you feel like you're operating on this high vibration, this heart space, this and that. But due to the things that you're aligning with, you know what I'm saying? When you go into certain rooms, they're picking up all type of energy off of you that are not even the energy that you're technically operating at that current moment, but due to the things that you're aligning with that are permanent in your life. Maybe you love this certain rapper. You say, man, I've been listening to this nigga for my whole life, bro. I can't stop listening to Boosie, man. I love Boosie, bro. Like, what you mean? I've been listening to Boosie since I was, you know what I'm saying? Well, maybe listening to this music at this current time, you're aligning with a certain reality. So when you go around people, they feel aggression, they feel violence, they feel whatever. So we have to be aware of this aspect as well. And it's kind of what we already been talking about, truthfully, but I'm just going deeper into the aspect of, like I said, this is how detailed we have to be. That
What?
way, we fully become one.
What's deep about that, and we say that in order to shift this whole matrix, we need to, shift our individual realities, right? And then in turn, it'll shift this whole matrix or the projection of this hologram, right? But think about it, like if we're the hologram, right? And in order to shift the hologram, we got to shift our hologram and then shift our external hologram. Then what does that mean for the thing that is projecting this hologram? You dig what I'm saying? So it's kind of cool in a sense, because when you're able to stay aware of yourself in those aspects and then actually begin to shift your reality, you're not really shifting your reality. You're just shifting the hologram that is already here. You dig what I'm saying? And then by doing that, it allows you not to begin to project and push things onto others in that sense, because you're shifting the root cause. You did. You're not shifting just the individualistic cause, but you're shifting the root cause. This whole hologram. You dig what I'm saying? So, that's definitely powerful. Just hold on. Yeah, that was definitely powerful dissertation that you just gave.
I say.
Exactly. Jumping timelines becomes a thing. Exactly. Facts.
All right. So at this moment, we are going into Q&A. For a hot second, but we already got a question, so let's get it. When you and your wife separated, was y'all sexually active with other people, or how did y'all handle that? I'm in the same situation. So I would say that is it shouldn't be done. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, I think it is definitely shouldn't be done. Honestly, I'm not going to speak on if that was a reality in our world or not. I don't think I would have to discuss that with my wife. You know what I'm saying? On that type of time. I'm not saying that it was or it wasn't, but just I wasn't prepared to answer that a question on that level. But what I can say is that from a wisdom aspect and hindsight, I got all my people are married around me, so there's all the situations I've seen. It's a bad idea. It is only a projection of desire of a void. You know what I'm saying? And most of the time, sex clouts things in a way where they enhance things. Sex is something that enhances, like say it's already an illusion. Say they call it the rebound. Say it's already a rebound situation. Well, sex will enhance the situation and actually turn this rebound into like the love of your life.
Mhm.
And so at that moment, now we're talking about the mirror verse. Now you are mirroring, you know, this reality of this person being that, and then you align with that, and then you waste 5, 10 years of life in a relationship that was all based off of, really you want needing to love yourself, or to go evaluate yourself, or to go talk to your spouse. I feel like in my situation, we should have never separated. We didn't separate it because the thing when we separated, we didn't really separate like we're not together. We separated in the aspect of space. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go here, you go there. But all that stuff is horrible. What you want to do is you want to separate, isolate to elevate. So you want to isolate to work on self. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna stop talking and I'm gonna ask this question: If do you want the marriage? If that is something that is not for you and you don't align with it, then I still would say not to go into sexual activity, of course. But I would say the if you do want that marriage, that's where it's different. You have to continue to love that person through the whole time. I don't care if you hate them, if you're mad at them, if you resent them, send them little affirmations, because that's gonna clear your heart. You can't.
And
I'm gonna say there's one thing I know I'm long winded as a mug.
you good,
Tonight
you good.
we can't be open to accept the new love of a broken situation if we don't feed love into it to clear our heart. You see what I'm saying?
And just to add on empathetic beauty, I can't speak on it from an experience standpoint, but I can speak on it from a energetic, um, mystic standpoint, and in just a sense that you don't even want to attach yourself to all those different forms of energy, because in doing that, it will create energetic cores or these angles of light that travel through these different reflections for their so that they can be what they be. In a sense, that will begin to happen to you and then these other people when you partake in sexual intercourse. It's an energy exchange. It's a pure energy exchange. It's a very powerful energy exchange. It's a very prominent energy exchange that doesn't necessarily leave with just soap and water. You dig what I'm saying? So especially if you're in a marriage, in a long relationship, you really need to think of, do you want to do that to that other person despite how you're feeling about them in that moment? Do you really want to project all that same energy that is being siphoned from these other people that you're having sex with, and potentially send that to your counterpart, because you and your counterpart are binded, you are connected. So anything that you do is going to trickle down and affect your counterpart, especially dealing with sexual intercourse. So um
It was so deep that my wife, we wasn't even together. Not just speaking about sex in that aspect, but she had some like I had some kind of some dark thoughts going on in my head, and I was I told you I come from the streets, so I kind of went to a different mentality.
yeah.
Just how she felt it and called me. We was in two different states, so I'm
Yeah.
just saying that connection you talking about is it's a real thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like a
um,
mother and a child. It's like on that
exactly.
type of level of a connection. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Facts.
Oh, this is beautiful, man. We don't really do QA much over on Shower Sundays. We finna start getting to it.
I say,
Um,
any questions that y'all got about anything we talked about today? The mirror verse, shadow work, tap in, man. Now it's a chance.
so have y'all ever felt and had a moment as you haven't been doing enough shadow work, and how did you overcome the thoughts of not doing enough?
Let me grab that first. I'm only saying that because I'm going through that right now. Literally.
Let's go.
Right now I feel like I'm not doing enough shadow work. Right now I feel like I'm not doing enough of anything. And how I'm overcoming it is understanding flow state, right? um when we get a fix or a dopamine hit or an oxytocin hit of something that we're doing, especially when it's rooted towards our purpose, and then we have to step back away from that purpose, it makes us want to do way more when we're not supposed to be doing anything at all because it's not time to, right? In flow state, it is helping me to realize that in specific times, there's times where you're not supposed to be doing shit, but introspecting. You ain't even look. It could get even so drastic to where you can't come out your room for a few days. You need to tape your mouth shut. You dig what I'm saying? Me being able to overcome those aspects of shadow work while I feel like I'm not doing enough. What really helped me is, like I said, understanding this flow state and understanding that things are happening when they're supposed to happen, why they're supposed to happen, and what they're supposed to happen and when they're supposed to happen. You dig what I'm saying? So, if you feel like you're not doing enough, that's probably because you're not supposed to be doing anything right now. What you're supposed to be doing is going within and doing the shadow work that you feel like you're not doing enough of. You dig what I'm saying? Even though you feel as though you already been doing it, it's about layers. It's about levels. You dig what I'm saying? Like the guy stated at the beginning of the podcast, you got to go back and redo your foundation. So those are potentially the times where you feel like you're not doing the shadow work or enough shadow work because you felt like you've already done it. But that
And I
don't
would
mean
say another aspect of it as well. I speak on this a lot. A lot of people speak on shadow work and they speak about the dark side. Always just the pain, the trauma. So maybe this is a sign for you that you need to do light work. You need to go have fun, with your inner child. Go play some video games, go draw, go do that type of shadow work. You know what I'm saying? Go do the things that you couldn't do as a child or the things that you always
real
desired.
quick. I didn't even realize who asked this question. This is Bryce.
Yeah.
Bro, you're a rainbow child, bro. You got shadow work, but you really don't have too much shadow work to do. You dig what I'm saying? You're not affected by most things like we are. You dig what I'm saying? Because you are already equipped with the energy that should just bounce off you. So, like the guy said, maybe you just having the wrong focus. Go play, man.
Focus on alignment.
Yeah.
Getting aligned, getting balanced. You know what I'm saying? That's your problem. I don't say y'all problem, but the rainbow children out of balance. You know what I'm saying?
No, for real.
All right, so let's see. This right here. Let's see. I'm looking for another question.
Oh, here. Does the mirror need to be unlocked and then locked for it to work, or just locked? Just lock it. You know what I'm saying? The reason why you're locking and unlocking your mirror is for specific things. If you want a specific energy to come through your mirror or that portal, you unlock it. But if it's just for you to reflect and introspect, I will lock it because you don't want nothing coming through while you're utilizing that crystal or that portal. You dig what I'm saying? So just lock it, especially for that technique.
And honestly, keep it a buck. Sometimes I just look at the mirror and it could just be me, but I'll be like, you know what I'm saying? I'll see different parts of me. Like, I don't know, like I'll see like my shadow and see different things.
It's like that. It's like it's not even like that. It's like it's just if you look in the right way.
Really explain it. Really,
yeah. Do I need to lock my mirror each time I cleanse it? Depending on what you're doing. So if you're about to go and do a technique like that or the same technique, I will lock it again. You dig what I'm saying? Which way is locked and which way is closed? Doctor Strange, it's the easier because if I say counterclockwise and clockwise, it's gonna confuse y'all. Go watch Doctor Strange and go watch how he open and close a portal. He gonna go this way. It's backwards on my screen, but he gonna go clockwise to open the portal, and he gonna go counterclockwise to close the portal. So that's essentially what you do. How about if your face changes looking at it? What does it mean? You want to tap in on that?
So no, you got it. Yeah, yeah.
All right, so
I'm the way.
for me, right, the first time, actually, the Goddess Never Soul actually tapped me into this. But the first time I began to mirror gaze, I started seeing my face shifting to all kinds of things, and I'm like, I wasn't in a fear state, but I was in a curious state because I was very intrigued. Like this never happened to me before in the mirror. Why am I seeing me? But like over here is different, up here is different, right? I might have a dog nose, or it's like, you know what I'm saying? So when you look into a mirror, this is potentially why we did this whole live in a certain aspect. When you look into a mirror, you're looking into the different versions of you that are activated and present in that now moment, the same time that you are. So let's say you go look in the mirror and you don't see nothing, you just see you, right? You just being, you're just in that state, right? Let's say you go and look in the mirror and you see you, but then you begin to see past you. You begin to see your aura. You begin to see all different kind of things like that. You're beginning to tap in to more of a flow state. Now, when you're really tapping into this flow state, because the flow state is an energy of the present moment. When you tap into the flow state of the energy of the present moment, and you look into a mirror and you let go of all conceptualizations of what you're gonna see and just allow yourself to see what you are seeing are the different versions of you internally that are activating, that are coming online. You dig what I'm saying? Kind of like how an iPhone or a computer start up, right? When I shut my MacBook down and I turn it back on, everything come back on my MacBook one by one by one. And then they ask me, do you want to open this back up? Do you want to open this back up? It's the same thing with looking in the mirror. So you go and look in the mirror, you might start seeing a falcon head or something, right? That's a sign and symbol that that's a specific energy, being, deity that is ready, uploaded, activated, and ready to be integrated and utilized for you in your reality. So when you're looking in the mirror and you're seeing those morphing faces, that's essentially what it is. Different versions of you internally that are being projected outward that you are able to now perceive.
And so I would say this as well. It's funny that somebody said something about shrooms, and that's what I was going to go into it. I was going to go into the Mycelium network. So the Mycelium network is inside of us and a part of us, and we can actually do everything, whatever that activates and connects with us, and what it does to us psychologically, and and through our cellular structure of what the mycelium, what shrooms do, we can do that automatically with our own, with our own mind, our own thought. So I look at it as this: it is also an example and a projection, and letting you know that you are in a different dimension at that time. You know what I'm saying? That you are operating in a state of consciousness as if you took psilocybin. You see what I'm saying? You are vibrating in a higher
That flow state.
Put it like this: in the 3D realm, in the 4D realm, the 3D realm and the 4D realm are not the same, obviously, in the sense of reflection, right? So when you get into the 4D realm, the reflection is going to change. So depending on what room you're in, depending on the reflection that you're going to see of your face, if that makes sense. And so since your face is really a hologram, then when you look in the mirror and you're going to these higher realms, you're not going to see your real face because it's not real. It's almost like you're seeing your ignorance signature. You know what I'm saying? Almost.
I love it. It's like turning up your stove. You dig what I'm saying? First it started click, 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 click. Then the flame get bigger as you turn. Same thing. You look in the mirror, you're on 3D frequency. You're on this is 3D hologram. You start turning that hologram up based on you being able to shift your internal frequency. Now you can perceive you on a constellation that has never been found before. And now you're communicating with this version of yourself that is in this realm, giving you that information. So yeah, I love that perspective that you just brought to that, man. Much gratitude.
But yeah, we live. Much gratitude to the tribe. You know what I'm saying? So, so once again, you know what I'm saying? This is always an honor and a blessing. You know what I'm saying? To be able to connect with y'all. Like I said, this is a reminder. It's a cosmic royalty, man. This is tribe. You know what I'm saying? Every time I come on here, like Julio will tell you, man, like you know, and I was in college, you know, I was in Texas, man, and I wasn't. Y'all don't even live where I live. You know what I'm saying? We don't live in the same state. But I went to Texas, and I was like, damn, bro, I feel like I left the tribe. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I left away from y'all. It was weird. Like so, you know, I want y'all to know like these connections and understanding this. You know what I'm saying? This is how I look at my life and the affirmations that I speak. The people that I align with and that I deal with and that come to my life now are the people that I knew in my past lives from a high vibrational aspect of warriors, brothers, sisters, you know, my cosmic family. I am reuniting with back with them, you know what I'm saying, at this time, like the Eternals or like the messengers, you know, to become one again as a collective to for this mission. You know what I'm saying? So Texas over here. Yeah, I'm from Texas, family. You know, so I'm on the West Coast. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm
So,
from Texas. So well, you know, so I'm from. I'm not really from Texas. You know, born in Texas. You feel me?
another quick meditative technique that I practice to help me connect with the different versions of myself is when I get into a meditative state, I go into a void of a crystalline room. And in this crystalline room, on all the different faces of the angles and shapes of the crystal, on every single face is a different version of me. So there's a me that's a dog, there's a me that's a cat, there's a me that's a Syrian, a this, a this, a this. And I'm standing right in the middle of this crystal dome looking at all the different versions of myself. And whichever version of myself I need to connect with to do some shadow work or to do some releasing with, I send a light through that fractal of that piece of that crystal and project that person right in front of me as a hologram to where I can actually touch and interact with them and things like that. So that's another way that y'all can do some quantum introspective monoatomic healing within.
That's
You dig
it.
what I'm saying? By envisioning small things like that in a sense of a reflection and then actually working with it, because it's the same thing as you alchemizing a situation with somebody that is here in this 3D realm that you have a problem with.
And
Um,
I want to say this too, because I normally don't say this, but I feel like I'm being led to say it. Just keep it a book. So you know, I've never honestly charged for anything, consultations, whatever. I just do what it do. Inbox me or up. But if y'all do want to donate and y'all do want to tap in with us, we both do have consultations in our chat and in our link. You know what I'm saying, in our bio on Instagram, on TikTok. If y'all did want to support, if not, you know what I'm saying, tap in the inbox. Same difference. We ain't on that type of time. But just saying, if you did want to go about it that way, you can. You know what I'm saying, support us in that way.
I say it's,
So let's get it.
it's I like this question, man.
Hmm.
Um,
Can you read it, bro, out loud for the
All right.
tribe, my
So
brother?
not sure if this is super off subject, but during or after you receive a heavy download or upgrade, have you ever felt the need for extra or different forms of nourishment to sustain energy or to sustain new energy or understanding of what you've taken on? So, um, me, hecky yes, man. Um, Me just transitioning from a more carnivorous diet to a plant-based living. Um, as I began to take in more downloads about what it means to be plant-based, I then had to shift my nourishment because it shifted my whole internal frequency to whereas I don't feed off the energy of a SAD or a standard American diet, a sad diet, you know, because I don't want to be sad no more. I don't want to embody that sad energy that comes with the process of eating life that has been through traumatic experiences. And then now I'm putting that inside my body. So, yeah, like, any download that I get, any download that you get, tribe, and it resonates, that is now creating a alleyway or a portal for you to now start shifting or creating new ways for you to understand that download through the nourishment or the stimuli of your external environment to help you perceive what you just downloaded. So of course it's perfectly normal um to shift what you're taking in when you're gaining new downloads. We're always, the only thing that's constant is change. You dig what I'm saying? Trees back in the day ain't eating the same thing trees is eating now, and vice versa. You dig what I'm saying? So whatever is going on as far as your external reality or your external environment or the downloads that you're getting, it's obviously going to stem for some form of shift or change that your body needs to align itself with the frequency and the algorithmic codes that you just integrated within it.
I say. And to Cosmic Royalty, yes, we do one-on-ones. And so I wanna so I got a song called I Need Rest, right? And on this song, that's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? I need rest. They um had to I say the point is I was getting so many upgrades and my body was feeling very tired and drained. You know what I'm saying? And so what happens is that sometimes these upgrades get us excited and we want to start to we think that means it's time to work, it's time to project, it's time to go live, it's time to do this, it's time to when really it's time to alchemize that energy. It's kind of like semen retention. We have to hold that energy and go somewhere and just get into a place of maybe some breath work and you channel that energy and aligning your chakras and you get into a balanced place because it's not time yet. And so the reason why our body feels off is because we're trying to go do something that it's not time to do yet. You see what I'm saying? That's preparation. You see what I'm saying? These downloads, we get a lot of downloads that are preparation for what's to come. You know what I'm saying? And then I want to go on this because fam is going in right now in the chat on crystals, and I love it. So, so we have a question. I recently bought some crystals. I charged them, but I honestly can't say that I'm benefiting from them. So I'm wondering if I'm doing it right. So, family, first and foremost, let me see. You say you charged them. So how did you charge your crystals? So I look at crystals, which are just like the mycelium network, and just like a baby or someone that you're taking care of that you love. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to your crystals, it's a relationship, and so first of all, every crystal that you have, understand the power of the crystal first and foremost, because these crystals operate off of intention. So we don't know how to program our crystals if we don't understand the pure the duality of the crystal on both sides. So understand what this crystal does, what it operates for, what crystals it don't align with, it don't go with, because all of that stuff, some crystals don't go work well with other crystals, with certain other crystals. So we could be putting two crystals together and our crystal set could be creating, bad energy or energy that's not coinciding with our life. Secondly, talk to your crystals, charge your crystals in the sun with Ra, ground your crystals. When you get grounded, you ground your crystals together with you. Meditate with your crystals. That is a part of charging the crystals. So when you go outside, you charge them, you get grounded with them, come back in, hold them and connect with them, talk to them and meditate with them. Speak affirmations to your crystals. You know what I'm saying? So all these different things are a part of programming the crystals. And then at that point, I would say, have the expectation of whatever your intention is. If they're not, if they're, it's like the perspective of their rocks. If you got the rock perspective, they're not gonna do nothing. But understand that they are literally energy reflections of you. They're literally the cosmos here on Earth. You know what I'm saying? So
just the veggie back and add on June D, I would shift what you're attempting to manifest in utilizing crystals. It seems what I'm feeling like I'm getting is that you need a foundation, a start, and a understanding of what crystals mean to you. You did, because everybody don't utilize them the same way. People, it's just like a wedding ring. You dig what I'm saying? A wedding ring could be conceptualized as a crystal and embodying the frequency and energy of marriage, but most people don't look at it like that. Most people just look at it as a reminder that they're married, right? So it seems like for you, you need to understand first what the simplistic aspects of crystals are supposed to help you to do, which is to give you subtle reminders of a specific energy and frequency to embody, right? So if you put on let's say citrine because you feeling as though that you are giving your power away and you feel as though that you are discouraged, and you know that this crystal is bringing you courage, is bringing you back into alignment and things like that, it's allowing you to reclaim your power. Your first go around shouldn't be to try to do all the metaphysical, magical type of stuff with the crystal, but to just utilize it as a reminder. Oh, I got this on because I'm not supposed to be giving away my power. And then you can start building up a relationship with it in that sense, to begin to do the things that King is talking about, which is talking to the crystal and doing those type of things, because you have to build that foundation or that relationship. Just, it's kind of like going to school and having your favorite subject. You wouldn't know that it was your favorite subject if you didn't go to that class with a mindset of or the reminder that you had to go to that class. You dig what I'm saying? You wouldn't even went because it wasn't on your schedule. So we need to put these crystals on schedule to understand that these are also reminders for us, because we already have all the information, knowledge, frequency, energy embedded inside of these crystals, inside of us.
Right.
And they're outside of us to give us that reminder and the remembrance of the reinstallation of that energy so that we can embody it harmoniously, right? So just shifting your perspective on that aspect, start utilizing your, still charge them, still do those things. You know what I'm saying? It's great to keep up on your crystal care because they are living sentient beings. But start small. You dig what I'm saying? Put it on, speak some affirmation to it, and then use it as a reminder. Then tap in deeper to what it really means to use a crystal.
Facts. And truthfully, honestly, family, you may not have crystals that are for you. That's another thing, like you spoke about earlier. You have to be drawn and connected. So maybe try a new crystal shop. Maybe try a new place. Maybe try ordering from a new person. And but I would say when I first started buying crystals, I was sketchy about ordering crystals online. I still kind of really don't order crystals online, but a few people I might tap in. But when you first start, you want to definitely go and connect in real time. And you may feel like sometimes I done been so excited I want to get crystals, man. I'm gonna go get crystals. I'm lit. It's up. Come on, baby, let's go. And I go and I try to force it here and there, and end up leaving with nothing. Therefore, an hour and a half. So crystals they're going to speak to you because guess what? You're magnetic and so are they. And so y'all are going to pull and literally attract each other. You know what I mean? So maybe I would just say try that as well. Try some new resources. You know what I'm saying? And then this is for everybody, family. Crystals out here is fake as shit, family. So make sure that y'all are asking the right questions. Are they ethnically sourced? Where did these crystals come from? And I mean, I'm damn near an asshole when it comes to the details. I need to know it all. You know what I'm saying? Facts.
Got to.
So it was another one. And I have crystals up. I got crystals on God Energy LLC.com. But it's gonna be some more. I'm finna cook up a lot more crystals. Like bro said, the citrine is my favorite. I wear it when we spoke about what it does. Bro, I don't do no live. The citrine and the aura quartz, I don't do a live without it. You know what I'm saying? And I'll have it just sitting on a Sunday night for 3 days, just sitting there. Oh, Sunday, it's time. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever live, you know what I'm saying, that I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? But I programmed it to understand when it's time to go, and then I sit back and let it recharge and let it cleanse. And you know what I'm saying? So somebody asked about microdosing. How much microdosing should be for a beginner, and then how long is a trip can you get out when you're ready? First and foremost, to me, I see, and I think microdosing can be different for different people. I see someone said 0.5 to a gram, which is technically true. That is microdose. I would say for beginners, though, it depends on what you're trying to do. I would say 0.2 to keep it a buck with you. That is that area that's good for anxiety, good for anxiousness, good for those certain type of health benefits, and that certain type of alignment to help you be in flow. You know what I'm saying? That's like the perfect beginner, in my opinion. When you speak about coming back, family, if you tap into the God mode, if you take the hero's dose, as they say, You don't choose when you come back. You know what I'm saying? Maybe in the astral realm, but you also, depending on how much you take. See, this is what people gotta be careful with shrooms. Depending on how much you take, and you don't understand the power of what's going on, you might you can make a choice to stay there and not come back. You know what I'm saying? So make sure that you are definitely aware, and that's why I ease your way into it and make sure you're led to do what you do when you're tapping into the mycelium for sure.
I say, and definitely, and definitely. Um, I think I had something to add on to that. Oh yeah, that's what I want to say. Um, when a trip start, that's why it's called a trip. You know what I'm saying? And unless you're very skilled with being able to catch yourself when you fall, you falling. You dig what I'm saying? That's why they call it trip a trip. You know what I'm saying? Because the majority of the time, you probably ain't gonna be able to stick your hands out and catch yourself when you fall. So, when taking something as spiritual and as conscious as mycelium, essentially you're in the back seat until this mycelium is done showing you what it needs to show you, because it's taking you through a trip through your inner verse and showing you the things that you're not paying attention to and showing you things that you may be paying too much attention to. You dig what I'm saying? So understand that when tapping into the mycelium, um you have controlled uncontrolledness. You dig what I'm saying? To whereas physically, your body's gonna be under control. Mentally, all that is gonna be under control. But in a sense of your infinite self, or what people like to conceptualize as your higher self, is gonna push you towards certain situations while you're perceiving them. You dig what I'm saying? In a sense of something like marijuana, like you can kind of choose what you get to experience with marijuana. If you're not on that paranoid like frequency or mindset, you dig what I'm saying? But yeah, it'll definitely it'll take you somewhere for sure.
Nah, for sure, for sure. So yeah, man, we lit. You know, I think that was. Yeah, I don't see no more questions.
I
So yeah,
say,
once again, much gratitude to the family, much gratitude to the tribe. Um, like I said, join Telegram, you know what I'm saying, to tap in with the tribe. You know what I mean? If you have any questions, you know what I'm saying, like I said, you can inbox us as well. Click the link in the bio. And this every Sunday, family. We're here every Sunday, you know what I'm saying? So just to kind of let y'all know, next Sunday will be um removing the residue. So it's a complete setup, and I'm loving it. You know what I'm saying? This is a beautiful setup. How we have been going and transitioning through these energies. And if I'm not mistaken, isn't the Virgo? What is it? Is the Virgo full moon Virgo something on the 7th?
I don't know about the
You
astrology, but I
know,
know it's a full moon
this
on the
this
seventh.
this coming up week. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Um, so obviously we know Virgos are pretty emotional beings as well. And very structured and pay attention to detail. So we finna pay attention to detail when it comes to our healing. You know what I'm saying? Full moon in Virgo. There we go. So is
So
sleep a
sleep.
form of
Um,
so is sleep a form of meditation? I feel like that's when I'm able to self-reflect the most.
I would say yes, because everything can be a form of meditation, but the specifics of what you're talking about, because I know exactly what you're talking about. Um, it's called the hypnagogic state. This state of consciousness where you're in between two different realms, and being able to stay aware of this physical realm that you're in while you're asleep, while still being able to talk to basically anything. Like it's a point in sleeping where you're not sleep, but you up talking, like you just having cosmic conversations. So that's around the time where I reflect the most, and I'm talking about it's like I'm a Billy Carson, Phil Valentine, Bobby Hemmett times a million this being I be talking. I don't know who I be talking to, but like the conversations, they be so restorative and re-energizing and reassuring. So yes, sleep is definitely a form of meditation that you are able to utilize. You dig what I'm saying? Especially if you're able to understand the aspects of the dream realm or this fourth dimension or the astral realm and how it correlates with that hypnagogic state and this physical reality. Moon still in Leo right now. Makes sense for sure.
All right, so you know me, I'm plotting. I'm not even here right now.
I know one thing before we go off. Man in the mirror again, for sure.
I'm setting up. Man, look, we about to rock out. Y'all drop them 11s in the chat. We're gonna get out of here at 11 11. You know what I'm saying? We finna rock out though real quick. You know how we do, you know what I'm saying? Like, so let's start right here.
You might glitch out and change realms. Spells, cast, spells. Hey, every syllable in a different tone can shift your program. Hey, I like to think when I speak, I be critiqued. Saying good morning in the rising will not help you reach your peak. The correct usage of our diction really spilling out our genes. But at times we use trendy words without even knowing the meaning. Like, did you know the word pray means to beg? And I'm not begging for nothing. Meditate with affirmations in my head. I don't get blessings, that means be less than. I don't do inequalities, I'm a holistic man. I used to not care what I said until I paid attention. Words been shifting my reality with some paid attention. See, when you vocalize your throat, it's all about intention. Speaking through your root can leave you stumped and have you talking different. Yeah, real different. Spells and incantations in the music, real tricky. That's why you got Kai Khalil, King Manifest, giving real image to reality just by using words and real vision. I say words, spells, cast, spells. Words what you say, you might glitch out and change realms. Spells, cast, spells. Hey, every syllable in a different tone can shift your program. And I say words, spells, cast, spells. Watch what you say, you might glitch out and change words, spells, cast, spells. Hey, every syllable in a different tone can shift your program.
These words are manifestation, it don't align, I don't say it. Roar rising on the daily. Life and death in the power of the tongue. Certain words make you numb or make you right when you wrong. That's cold. Manipulation. People lie to our faces and it sound amazing. Ain't that some dimension switching as your words flip? It's at a point where I had to become a wordsmith master. It get messy when the words spill. Now you gotta analyze if what you heard is real. Subconscious thoughts. That's why I don't speak everything that come to my head. Think before you speak is what mama said.
Words, spells, cast, spells. Watch what you say, you might glitch out and change realms. Words, spells, cast, spells. Hey, every syllable in a different tone can shift your program. And I say words, spells, cast, spells. Watch what you say, you might glitch out and change realms. Words, spells, cast, spells. Hey, every syllable in a different tone can shift your program. Watch what you say, you might glitch out and change realms. Spells, cast, spells. Hey, every syllable in a different tone can shift your program.
Shade.
Yes, sir. So
He said Galactic Grammy Award.
Man, you heard me. I wanted to respond to something real quick. We're gonna keep it rocking. I got 2 more records we're gonna rock out. Oh yeah, so look, Kyle, what you think about this, bro? Just think about doing meditation on the 7th. Somebody Bryce put it in there. I was like, that's kind of hard. What you think on the 7th, Tuesday?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's get it.
I'm trying. Man, go sit down, bro.
It's Tuesday for me. I got.
We can talk. I'm good too. Wait, this Tuesday?
On the 7th.
What time?
11:11, 111.
All right.
That's 11:11 my time. MST 111 EST for you.
Yeah.
So let's.
Hey, chill out. I think we should do one. 1:15. So that'll be.
So you saying we meet like we meet earlier than that?
Well, damn.
1:15.
Nah, never. Just keep it 111. I was attempting to make it to 7, but all the time zones ain't the same.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Tribe, y'all tapping in the chat. You know what I'm saying? If y'all with you know what I'm saying, tapping in with a mass meditation on the 7th. You know what I'm saying? We'll obviously do it on here, and we'll do it at 111, or we let's say 311. I mean 111. Let's do it 111 EST. You know what I'm saying?
So I might be able to get this meditation outside too. It's looking nice.
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna put it like this: everybody that wants to want us to tap in and all that want to keep updates, go tap in on Telegram now, and we're gonna tap in and we're gonna keep all the updates on Telegram. That way we can get the times right. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna create this meditation. We got Nefer Soul on the singing bowl. We're gonna cook it up. We're gonna create something real nice. So y'all definitely tap in with Telegram and let's get the chat popping and let's build. You know what I'm saying? In the meantime, before we tap into the man in the mirror, we have to show gratitude to the spirit. Let's get it.
I say gratitude to the source. Feel like I'm trapped inside myself and I won't let me be free. I get goosebumps, chills run down my back and make me free. Through the deficit of my shadow self, introspection is the key. Goosebumps, sometimes they take control of me. Goosebumps. Is it my ancestors when I get goosebumps? Sometimes they take control of me. Walking through the shadow in the valley of the night. Hold your crystals tight. Pressurize your body, skin start to tighten up to let you know you stretching right. And they giving out licenses to kill like the song made by Gladys Knight. When I get chills, and let me know that we either going left or we going right. Spiritual encounters, I was afraid to tell. Agent Smith effect, if we say something, they say we going to hell. But if they demons, why do I get chills? Shouldn't I be feeling warmth if they coming from hell? Feel like I'm trapped inside myself and I won't let me be free. I get goosebumps, chills run down my back and make me free. Through the deficit of my shadow self, introspection is the key. Goosebumps, sometimes they take control of me. Goosebumps.
I feel the spirit, hey. I feel the spirit, hey.
When I get goosebumps.
I feel the spirit, hey. I feel the hey. Mirror, mirror on the wall, see my shadow in the walls. What if these walls could talk? I'm hearing my thoughts. If I told you what I seen, you wouldn't believe what I saw. Heat on, I feel the cold breeze. Like the spirit touched me. Saw a part of myself that didn't love me. We said it, we talked about nothing. Hey, I am tired of running from my shadow self. When I ain't had nobody else, you was there. I don't align with fear. That ain't the reason I'm here. My ancestors talking my ear. To open up, I had to curve. Big dragon energy, I'm with the council at 7 getting downloads. Hey. Kyle ain't gotta speak telepathically, I hear him with his mouth closed. Hey. Tap into my ability, you feel the energy, I'm sending out light codes. Hey. Every time the spirit walk by, feel like I got ice on.
Hey. Feel like I'm trapped inside myself and I won't let me be free. I get goosebumps, chills run down my back and make me freeze. The deficit of my shadow self, introspection is the key. Goosebumps, sometimes they take control of me. Goosebumps, is it my ancestors? When I get goosebumps, sometimes they take control of me, and I get
Yeah, I swear that Kai ain't gotta speak telepathically with his mouth closed.
Yeah.
Man, that's my shit, bro.
For sure. Much gratitude. Nah, you had me lit, bro. You know what I'm saying? I had to tap in, bro.
I say.
So we're gonna close this episode out with the man in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? Like the rest of our songs vibrating at 528 hertz. Also, family, you can go on SoundCloud and go tap in with Shadow Realm Mycelium Vibes. That is a shadow work project that we did. Really, it's a Shadow Work Sundays project. Don't nobody really know the backstory of that, but we just kind of flipped it, and so you can go tap in on that on SoundCloud. Apologies, family, it's not on Apple Music and all the other platforms anymore, so you can't still listen to it. And then 223 is still on Apple Music and Spotify everywhere, so you can still go listen to our project 223 that we dropped on January 1st. If y'all that don't know, very high vibrational project, vibrating at 528 hertz as well. You know what I'm saying? And Man in the Mirror will probably be on SoundCloud tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just how we vibrate.
Yeah, and then also I still have my personal EP up on all platforms, Khalil 444. You dig what I'm saying? But yeah, man, much gratitude to everybody in the chat. Make sure y'all follow us on Instagram, IronKeyManifest777, at Khalil, and at Shadowwork Sundays 555 on Instagram as well, and Julio Keys, man. You dig what I'm saying? Go tap in with us. Much gratitude, much value, much love, and appreciation, man. It's 11:11.
So somebody said send the link to Telegram. Are you not seeing it when you search on there? You know what I'm saying? Make sure that y'all find it. And the way I can send the link on her on I don't know on Facebook.
I'm gonna see if yes you can because it's your channel. You just have to get the link.
But I'm gonna get it right now. We finna play this next record. You know what I'm saying? We supposed to be leaving 11:11 whatever time. We good. We're gonna rock out. You know what I'm saying? So let's rock out with this, and then by the time this song is over, I'll have a link drop in the chat.
I say.
All right.
I couldn't see the world without you.
Change your way down. Get on the floor, change. This a mirror message for reflections that can see the same. See, lately I've been telling me I need to up my game. The windows of my soul, I look when I wanna see elevation. Hey, looking forward to the future. Humbly telling you that I need you to be my tutor. Let's match it out, our shadow work and get it straight like a ruler. The world becomes what you reflect, and then in time it might ruin. Divorce it, our inner child, what you do trickles back down. Watch what you be taking in, it can make your innocence drown. When I reciprocate the same energy you project, and balance frequency is the only thing we manifest. I manifest that you can keep your heart up in your chest. Rose course and green events arena around your neck. When you bring people around, why do you feel the need to clean a mess? Where the violence is dirty, you let people overstep. If you would just talk to me, we can stop it, just reconnect. Catch you when you fall down, we the victim in the net. Say straight, rigging out your shell, it's here so you can get some rest. But just know to fly, eagle chicken, put them out they nest. Can you see me? I never knew how much I wanna be me. See the doorway to my life, come and free me. It's okay when you don't feel okay, it's a real thing. It's okay when we don't get our way, this ain't BK. Hey, through the fractals of our perspective, I see you reflection. But do you see me back? I'm always here to get the message. Always here when you mess up and then you see the lesson. Second guessing if you've been peak gaming, worthless mental pressure. Don't overlook me like the key you thought you lost on your dress. Push some positivity so we can balance my eye fella. Mirror gaze, sometimes I like to see both our progression. Mirror man, please understand that what you do, it makes me better. same. See, lately I've been telling me I need to up my game. The windows on my soul, I look when I wanna see elevation. Get on the floor, change. Just a mirror message for reflections that can see the same. See, lately I've been telling me I need to up my game. The windows on my soul, I look when I wanna see elevation.
Elevate. I got tired of playing it safe. I got tired of asking, will it ever change? Life came with scars, but I will not complain. I shine, even when they be throwing shade in the town. I feel your energy, I am not afraid. Stop talking, since they incur what you had to say. Can't stay where you ain't welcome, so you run away. On the streets at 13, living day to day. Still can't talk about it with my father today. See the strength in the situation, I will not break. I show compassion while dealing with all my mistakes. Miss my mama if I ain't miss it. To take care of her is part of my life vision. I survived in the streets through my intuition, and I spent a lot of years in the youth prisons. I am made different, I was raised different. Imagine being raised by a hurt Christian. Wanna show me love, but I keep on sinning. Getting physically abused behind rap lyrics. This was my life. Imagine that I put that on my wife. Just to feel right. Just to feel alright. Still alright. Yeah. From my soul, like I'm looking in your eyes. This was my truth, come to find out was lies. Truth is, I've been found me and God. I went inside and saw the Ashe alive.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. Much gratitude. Y'all lit right now on Telegram. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. We get Telegram lit enough, we'll add a weekly live on that mug. No cap. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it won't be like video, just a little audio. You know what I'm saying? Like a little catch up. You know, it won't even be that long, little 30-minute segment or something. But
and then on Telegram, can't they like tap in with us too? Like,
what you mean?
Like if we went live on there, could like one of them tap in too?
I don't know. I never went live on Telegram.
Bet we'll figure it out.
We're gonna figure it out for sure. Also, family, any of y'all that didn't get to tap in with the blueprint for God Power, it is in Telegram. So you just scroll up, you know what I'm saying? You'll see that as well. If you need, I just want to tap in with that and want to catch that. Just scroll up, there's meditations in there. There's a lot of different things in the chat already. You know what I'm saying? And how lit y'all are, just know. Finna start dropping stuff in there daily. You know what I'm saying? Get back to that. So y'all really holding me accountable and getting me back lit, motivated to really get back tapped in and start back, posting and getting interactive as we used to be in there. Now I'm really more responsive. I still post, but not like I used to be. Try to do daily messages and things of that sort. So Kyle, we can balance that out. We're doing like daily affirmations in the chat just to kind of keep the tribe. We might can't talk to y'all that day, but we can send a positive affirmation message that may be in line with what you need. You know what I mean?
And then as far as me, like I'm in a state of shadow work right now, as far as dealing with the tribe and understanding that I still been communicating with y'all, but I haven't been in my most harmonious state to be able to relay the messages that y'all need to hear. So as far as me, definitely been in a state of shadow work, tapping in with the tribe so I can come out of that to be able to do things like King, what King is talking about on a very, very consistent basis. You dig what I'm saying? Because that's just how I am. Like, if especially now that we have a tribe to do this, I'm on y'all ass. Every download that I get, I'm sending it over there. But I have to bring myself back into alignment to receive those downloads again. You dig what I'm saying? So, man.
And y'all don't forget, so we're gonna be dialoguing in here about the meditation for Tuesday. So right now it's 11-11-111, so 111 EST. right now. If it changes, whatever, like I said, we all in the chat, so we'll stay updated. And I'm lit. I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? So we actually, I've been wanting to start a book club and all type of stuff. So we can start reading books together and breaking down. It's so much that really want to do with Telegram. So
I say,
let's get
amazing energy, man. Normally after these streams, I'll be ready to tap out, but I'm ready to tap in after this one.
I'm lit. I'm about to go take a walk or something.
For real.
Go grab a little something to take a walk. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
But yeah, man, family, let y'all know, man, we love y'all, man. It's nothing but pure love. You know what I'm saying? And it's almost hard to get off right now because there's so much. You know, just this energy is like, you know, the synergy is so aligned and, you know, and so amazing. But just know, man, you know, if you don't leave with nothing, if everything we said didn't make nothing, no sense to you at all, just know you're not alone. You know what I'm saying? And we really out here, you know, this spiritual community stuff, man, is weird. You know what I mean? And this ain't no spiritual community stuff over here. This is the Rainbow Collective. You know what I'm saying? That's what we on. We ain't even know about that spiritual community. All that. That's cool. That come with judgment and clicks and all that. We just straight rainbow community over here. You know what I'm saying? So
I say, man, definitely on the state of omniscient, ubiquitous omniscience. You dig what I'm saying? So
and look, I wasn't gonna say nothing, but I'm gonna say it because the trial is lit. Nah, I can't say it. I'm gonna just say something. Julio, I mean, I talking about, yeah, damn. Should I tell him? You know what I'm talking about? It's this month. It's actually an episode away.
I feel like that's a Telegram thing.
You show right. Yeah, so I'm gonna drop. Yeah, let y'all know some exclusives that's coming to Shadowwork Sundays and Telegram. That was a good. That's a good way to. That's how you do that. There we go. All right. So yeah. So peace, light, love, abundance, and healing to the family.
Wholeness, I say, gratitude, and reflection unto the tribe.
I say. Okay, artificial love is not okay with you being you.
Yeah.
Artificial love got something to say about everything that you do. When you do something that's real you that they don't align with, artificial love finna call you out, act funny, say you acting funny, say you switching up. They're finna do everything that they can to get you to go back.
Yep, they're gonna try to just.
You know what I'm saying? Artificial love doesn't come with elevation. It's a place of where you think you're building patience, but you only procrastinate.
Spray my house with frankincense to start my day again. Yeah. Today I had to disconnect from my low vibrating friends. Yeah. Spray my house with frankincense to start my day again. Tell me what part of receiving love make you hate a man. Let's talk about it.